My name is Blackscape, and for the past 4 months, I've been stranded in this Minecraft community with the goal of fame and fortune, which led me to this server where each player is given a random potion effect. So naturally, the server looked me in my one good eye and handed me Haste 2, which allowed me to mine fast. And in that moment, I received my calling. In order to become the hero of the server, I would help every player and live in peace and harmony with them. Since I absolutely hate all these server members, I ended up teaming with the only player I could trust, although I was able to form an alliance with a player named Juster Clown. I gathered a few villagers and based under a tree, because who would check a jungle biome for a base? No one likes them. I spent most of the time collecting the resources and building 3 different tripwire dupers, only to realize that the server is on 1.21. So I settled on a humble string duper and maxed out my stuff. I returned to spawn to find players when I found this sad man. Who's there? Owl who? I mean, come on guys, there's only room for one comedian on this server. He was practically insulting me. But after sending Chuku12 into his villain art, the rest of the players on the server weren't too happy, but I really didn't care. But after a while they just forgot, and so I moved on too. The last thing I needed to complete my inventory was Fortune 3. I didn't feel like breeding more villagers, nor spending the XP to use the enchantment table, so trading it was. I messaged Waterai and offered to trade whenever he asked for Fortune 3. With the deal secured, I TP'd to him and gave him the items, before promptly taking them back. Equipping myself with the Fortune 3, I promptly cracked the world seed and looted some of the nearby structures. By some odd coincidence, I would find another portal that led straight to 3 players. As I dug up, I could tell they were using the minimap mod as they crouched as soon as they saw me. And as I turned on X-ray, I saw them all underground crouched. Although this would be an outnumbered fight, I couldn't let this player slide for what they said earlier.
That is cinema.
As my ego was rising, my armor was screaming for me to escape. Although I'm not too keen on running from fair fights, if I stayed fighting, I would surely die. Following my tactical retreat, I was messaged by Aurora Unfiltered with an ominous warning that I would regret the day I ever crossed team friendship or something. I didn't take the time to read the entire paragraph, so I responded with a modest LOL. I had more important things to worry about, as right after this a player named Dragonoid messaged me that another player named Proud Dragon wasn't too happy about what I had been doing, for he was formulating a plan to not only kill me, but to become the super villain of the server. But just as he was initiating his plan, it would backfire, for this one single kill would give me enough leeway to socially engineer my way to his location. Expecting a huge showdown, I fully potted up and ate a notch apple. Then I prepared for the inevitable battle. Bruh, not only did I waste 3 potions, but I also wasted one of my 3 notch apples. And he didn't even drop good stuff. I would have to take time to grind trial chambers to make up for this loss. So I enlisted the help of Lost Lumi to increase my chances of getting rare items. And after 1 hour of grinding trial chambers, I was able to collect a total of 0 whole notch apples. But I did get a valuable piece of information, as Lost Lumi told me that Aurora was planning to ambush me at Fate Base Course. Now this was clearly a situation where you take the advice and stay away, but I was curious to see how many people they could gather, and also I wanted to have a fun fight. So later that day, as I was given coordinates from one of Aurora's teammates, I made my way and scouted the area. Turning on my binoculars, I could once again see them all crouched underground. I couldn't mine straight to them or miraculously stumble across them, as they could just ban me for hacking. So instead, I used psychological warfare and messaged the fake mole that I had left the area. Like moths to a flame, they came out like idiots. Thauwater, however you say his name. It was all his fault. The betrayal of the only player I ever held blindsided me just enough to where I lost the battle. I had to get my revenge on him. I couldn't let him live with himself, thinking he beat me. So bam, operator commands. But not only operator commands. I had a hack client and I had the strongest weapons and armor in the game. But not only that, I convinced everyone to come to spawn. And after a little bit of yapping, I would publicly execute my arch nemesis in front of everyone.
Rain.
I then decided to let the other players who killed me off the hook because forgiveness was the true lesson I learned. Just kidding.